It's a beautiful day for baseball deep in the heart of Arkansas from Hot Springs World-Class High School in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank, Allen Tillery Auto Group, and First Security Bank in Hot Springs. Today, the National Park Nighthawks take a 2-2 record back home here at Trojan Field at Hot Springs World-Class High School. And for the first time in school history, they'll take on the Henderson State University Reddies from the Great American Conference, making their way to Hot Springs from Arkadelphia this afternoon. Today is the first game in a doubleheader between the Nighthawks and the Reddies. The Nighthawks coming into today's action 2-2 on the season after a historic season opener against Arkansas Baptist last weekend. And they're led by Demias Jimerson, who's batting .667 on the season with a stolen base. Jesus Minares also bats a .455 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs on the season so far. On the mound today for National Park College will be the pitcher, the ace Matthew Herron, in the season opener, in the program opener. Matthew Herron went 7 innings with the win, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts as he earned the complete game shutout to go to 1-0 on the season. He'll look to defend that perfect record today against Henderson State University Ready Dylan Parnham wears number 22, the pitcher for the Reddies. The starting lineup for your National Park Nighthawks this afternoon will be center fielder Demias Jimerson, first base Cade Stewart. Playing at third base today is Jesus Minares. Over at catcher today is Mason Sellers for National Park College. Zach Malusian is your designated hitter for today, batting 5th. Batting 6th today at shortstop is Zach Hackney. Batting 7th over at second base, John Fowler. Batting 8th in right field, Sam South. And rounding out the starting lineup for the National Park Nighthawks today, left fielder Weston McGee. Starting lineups for Henderson State University this afternoon. In left field, number 54, Jonathan Smith bats first for the Reddies. Batting second over at first base, number 19, Alec Lewis. Batting third. Catching today, number 5, Alex Day. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 58, Nick Haggerty. Batting 5th over at second base, number 43, Turner Pentecost. Batting 6th in right field, number 47, Avery Davis. Batting 7th. In center field today is Zach Cook, who wears number 49 for the Reddies. Batting 8th today at shortstop, number 8, Zach Lunn. And batting 9th today at third base, number 53, Axton Ramick. A big day for baseball today between the Nighthawks and the Reddies. We'll be back for the first pitch right after this. It's National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Back here at Hot Springs World Class High School, I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank in Hot Springs. Time now for the first pitch in today's game. Matthew Herron on the mound, the former Mountain Pine Red Devil, facing off against Jonathan Smith of Henderson State University. First pitch from Herron on its way, and it's going to be outside for a ball. Due up for the Reddies here in the top of the first inning, Jonathan Smith, Alec Lewis, and Alex Day. The 1-0 delivery from Herron. That one is taken for ball 2. Delivery on its way, and that one is fouled back to the screen, bringing the count to 2-1 on Jonathan Smith. Great day for baseball here in the Spa City. Kind of a little bit warmer, kind of a wet day here. A lot of rain in Garland County over the past couple of days, but the artificial turf here at Trojan Field allows baseball to continue on for 2 games today. Here's the 2-1 delivery. That one is fouled back to the screen to even the count at 2-2. Fans still making their way into the ballpark here on a Monday afternoon, ready to catch some baseball here in the Spa City. 2-2 the count on Jonathan Smith. Here's the delivery by Herron. That one is going to get away from Sellers, and it's a full count on the first batter of the game. With a full count, payoff pitch coming, and that one's down in the dirt for ball 4. So Smith will win the battle. He's the first base runner in today's game for Henderson State University, marching his way down the first base, and that will bring up first baseman Alec Lewis for the Reddies. 1 on, no outs here in the top of the first inning in Hot Springs. Smith, the runner on first, with a small lead held on by Cade Stewart. First pitch by Herron. That one's going to be taken for ball 1. Smith with the lead over at first base. Herron gets the sign from Sellers. Next pitch on its way, that one taken for strike 1. 1-1 the count on Alec Lewis. Here's the pitch. That one is hit high out to center field. Headed over to left center field. Demias Jimerson sails under it for the first out of today's game. Lewis goes out to center field. There's 1 away as Jonathan Smith will trot his way back to first base. That'll bring up Henderson State's catcher, number 5, Alex Day. It's 1 away here in the top of the first, 1 on. Herron checks the runner, gets the sign he wants from Sellers. First pitch today. That one is high. Ball 1. One to know the count on Alex Day. The throw over to first will keep Smith at bay. Herron winds, delivers, and that one is hit into left field, shallow left field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. The throw over to second base, not in time, and will be a 1-out single for Alex Day and the HSU Reddies. That'll move Smith over to second. Day's at first base, and that'll bring up the designated hitter for the Reddies, number 58, Nick Haggerty. 1 out, 2 on for the Reddies here in the top of the first inning. No score. As Heron looks to get out of the inning here with a potential double play. Heron checks the runner Smith at second. First pitch on its way. That one hit out to shortstop. It's going to get through into left field for a base hit. That's going to load the bases with 1 away here in the first inning. Smith stands at third, Day at second, Haggerty at first. And that'll bring up the second baseman for Henderson State. Number 43, Turner Pentecost will step in. And now a steal home is safe, as Jonathan Smith will be the first run to come across the plate today. They got Heron looking, and now there's 1 run across the board as Smith steals home. One nothing Henderson State. The runner advances over to third. That's Alex Day. Runners on the corners, Haggerty at first, Day at third, and there's a strike on Turner Pentecost. Still just 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Heron fires, and that one is cracked to Cade Stewart. Makes a line drive over at first. He'll tag first base to double him up, and that's how the Reddies will go down here in the first inning. 1 run comes across on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We go to the bottom of the first inning with the Reddies leading 1-0 here in Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the first inning here from Hot Springs World-Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Henderson State University plated 1 run on a steal home in the top of the first inning. And now National Park comes to the plate for the first time today, looking to answer back. And first up for the Nighthawks is Demias Jimerson. The former Malvern Leopard will foul the first pitch he sees off of his foot. Count is 0-1 on Jimerson. Due up for the Nighthawks here in the top of the first will be Jimerson, first baseman Cade Stewart, and third baseman Jesus Minjarez. On the mound, Dylan Parnham, the former Arkadelphia Badger. Freshman pitcher for the Reddies, as that one sails out of the way. Count even at 1-1. Parnham shakes off the first sign he sees. Settles for the next one from catcher Alex Day. Two and one the count on Jimerson. Here's the pitch. That one cracked up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop. The throw over to first is in time to retire Jimerson for the first out of the inning. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring up Cade Stewart, NPC's first baseman. Stewart getting an unassisted double play to end the top of the first inning. He'll step in and look to try to get on the base paths for the first time today. First pitch from Parnham is on its way. Stewart will take it for strike one. The 0-1 from Parnham. Stewart will watch it to even the count at 1-1. Third pitch Stewart sees. He takes high for ball two. Ahead in the count, 2-1. The hard-hitting Jesus Minjarez on deck for National Park College. Here's the 2-1. Stewart's going to foul it down the third base line. Count even at 2-2 on Stewart. The 2-2 is hit by Stewart out into shallow left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Stewart will be the first Nighthawk on the base paths today with a single here in the first inning. So Stewart's on first, and that brings up Hot Springs' very own Jesus Minjarez. The former Lakeside Ram comes into today's game batting .455 on the season, has 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And with 1 out and 1 on, he's looking to do some damage here. First pitch from Parnham. Minjarez will take it for strike one. Stewart with a small lead over at first. Parnham checking him. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Minjarez fouls that one high, out of play. Down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 the count on Minjarez. Parnham watching the run over at first, 1 away. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Taken on the outside, ball 1. Stewart gets his lead over at first base. Here's the 1-2 to Minjarez. He swings through for strike 3. Down goes Minjarez. He's the second out here in the first inning. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 30, Mason Sellers. Sellers comes to Nighthawk Nation from Texarkana, former Pirate of Genoa Central. Dragon. Thank you, James Lee. Here's the first pitch. Sellers will take it for strike 1. On deck, if Sellers can get on, will be number 35, the designated hitter, Zach Malusian. Stewart on first, 2 away here in the first inning. Sellers takes the next pitch he sees for ball 1. One and one the count on Sellers. The throw over to first. Stewart is back in time. Here's the 1-1 delivery, and that one is hit over to third base, bobbled, and the throw over to first base is in time to retire the Nighthawks here in the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the second inning with Henderson State University leading 1-0. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the second inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by First Security Bank in Hot Springs. Due up for the Reddies here in the second inning are the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, starting with right fielder number 47, Avery Davis. Davis steps in, facing off against NPC's Matthew Herron. First pitch of the at-bat is going to sail right on in for strike 1. Middle infield playing back for National Park College here. 0-1 count on Davis. Here's the next pitch. That one's fouled. Back to the screen. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Davis. Herron gets the sign he wants from Sellers. The windup and the 0-2. That one's down in the dirt for ball 1. One and 2 the count. Here's the delivery from Herron. It's going to hit him. Davis will head down to first base on a hit by pitch. So the leadoff batter is on here in the second inning, and that'll bring up the center fielder, number 49, Zach Cook. Cook bats from the left-handed side, facing off against Matthew Herron. 1 on, no out here in the second. Henderson leading 1-0. First pitch on its way. Cook shows bunt and gets strike 1. Owen won the count on Cook. Second pitch down in the dirt to even the count at 1-1. Runner over at first base is Avery Davis, held on by Cade Stewart. Here's the 1-1. Runners going on the play. The throw down to second base, not in time. Davis will reach second on a stolen base. And now a runner in scoring position for the Reddies here in the second inning with no outs. Count is 2-1 on Zach Cook. Here's the 2-1. Taken for a ball. Three and one the count on Cook. On deck, the shortstop, Zach Lunn. Heron eyes the runner. Here's the 3-1. He's going to steal third. Sellers to throw to Minjarez is out into left field. Picking up and heading for home. The Reddies are going to plate another run here, as Avery Davis is going to come in to score the second run of today's game. It'll be 2-0 Henderson State University on some big base running by the Reddies today. At the plate now is number 49, center fielder Zach Cook. Base paths are clear with no outs in the second inning. That's going to go off of Cook's foot for a hit by pitch. Or excuse me, that's Lunn with the hit by pitch. That'll be the second hit batter here in the second. Heron waits for the sign from Sellers. And here's the pitch. The runner's going. Sellers not going to be able to get it in time. The runner's going to be safe down at second. So Zach Cook is the runner over at second, as Lunn awaits the next pitch from Matthew Heron. We'll have a meeting at the mound. Meeting at the mound with Matthew Heron here. No outs in the second inning. First two batters faced by Heron were hit by a pitch. Avery Davis with some fancy footwork stole second, and on the steal over to third, a throwing error by Mason Sellers going out into the outfield allowed Davis to come in and score the second run of today's game. So as we resume play here, Zach Cook is the runner at second, and at the plate is Zach Lunn. Cook with a healthy lead over at second base. Heron eyeing the runner. Here's the pitch. That one is just off the mark for a ball. Two and 0 the count on Zach Lunn. Heron steps off, trying to keep Cook at bay over at second base. Henderson's been pretty speedy along the base path so far today. Multiple stolen bases here early in this contest as Heron's going to throw that one high for a ball. Three, the count on Zach Lunn. Still no outs here in the top of the second inning. Here's the 3-0. That one's in the dirt for ball 4. Second walk issued today by Matthew Heron. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the third baseman, number 53, Axton Ramick. Runners on first and second. Cook at second, Lunn at first. First pitch, Ramick. Matrix style goes back to avoid that one. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Ramick's going to bunt it foul to even the count at 1-1. Corners playing in, Stewart and Minjarez. Hoping to charge a bunt here and go for a double play if possible. One and one the count on Ramick. Infield coming in, showing bunt. There's the bunt right down in front of the catcher. Sellers gets it, throws over to first. Fowler is going to make the play in time for the first out of the inning. Great job by John Fowler to get over there and cover for Cade Stewart. First out of the inning is Ramick. It does advance both of the runners. Cook will be at third, Lunn at second. As we return to the top of the lineup, that's Jonathan Smith. Smith walked in the first inning, got a stolen base, and stole home for the first run of today's game. Runners at second and third with one out for Matthew Heron of National Park College. First pitch. And they're going to say Matthew Heron balked. It's going to advance the base runners. Cook will score. And that'll be the third Henderson State run of today's ball game. It's going to move Lunn to third base. Still one away here in the second inning. As that one gets away, ball 1 to Jonathan Smith. Heron checks the runner at third, throws that one swinging through as a strike for Jonathan Smith to even the count at 1-1. Runner on third is Lunn. Here's the 1-1 down in the dirt. Sellers is going to trap it for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 from Matthew Heron. That one's going to be taken on the corner for strike 2. Count even at 2-2. And it looks like we've got some activity in the National Park bullpen here in the second inning. Andrew Roberts, as well as Kenley Anderson, are warming up in the Nighthawk bullpen. Here's the 2-2, and that one's cracked up the middle to Hackney. He's going to throw over to first base. Stewart can't make the play. Another run's going to come in here. And standing up at second base is going to be Jonathan Smith. Lund comes in. That'll be the 4th Henderson State run of today's ball game. Runner on second is Jonathan Smith. At the plate is Alec Lewis for Henderson State. Lewis popped out to center field back in the first inning. As Heron watches Jonathan Smith back to second base. Trying to collect his thoughts, get the sign he wants from Mason Sellers. Here's the pitch. That one's going to sail on in for a called strike on Alec Lewis. 0-1 the count, 1 away here in the second inning. It's been a wild inning for Henderson State University. Here's the 0-1 from Heron, down in the dirt, ball 1. Heron hit the first 2 batters he saw. A throwing error brought in the first run. A balk by Heron brought in the second run. One and one the count on Lewis. Here's the pitch. That one catches the corner for strike 2. Matthew Heron looking for his first strikeout of the ball game, hoping to get it here against Alec Lewis. The 1-2, that one cracked. Over to Cade Stewart at first. He throws to Heron, makes the play in time. 2 away here in the second inning. And that'll bring up Alex Day, the catcher for HSU. 1 for 1 with a single today. And with 2 away, the runner on third is Jonathan Smith. Heron steps in, awaiting the sign from Sellers. First pitch today is off the mark for ball 1. One and 0 the count on Alex Day. Here's the delivery. Catches the corner to even the count at 1-1. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Heron fires, and that one's going to take in for ball 2 on Alex Day. Heron checking the runner over at third. Count is 2-1. That one taken high for ball 3. The 3-1 delivery down in the dirt for ball 4. So there will be runners on the corners. Alex Day goes to first, Jonathan Smith at third, and that's going to bring up Nick Haggerty, the designated hitter. Haggerty singled back in the first, and here comes Coach Dylan Hargrove for NPC. And it looks like Heron's day may be done here. We've got a pitching change. We'll be back after this to bring up the next Nighthawk hurler. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. New Nighthawk pitcher on the mound is Andy Roberts for National Park College. Roberts joins Nighthawk Nation from Gosnell. He looks to step in and try to get rid of Henderson State here in the second inning. Runners on the corners for Henderson as the first pitch is fouled out of play. Haggerty will step back in for the Reddies. 2 away here in the top of the second. Roberts checks the pitcher, throws that one for a ball. 1-1 the count on Haggerty. Here's the throw over to first, and they're going to try to get the runners going. And the runner will be back at first safely. A run's going to score as Smith is going to come in and steal home during it. And it looks like the call on the field is a balk. Coach Hargrove out to talk to the umpire here. That's the second balk issued by National Park this inning. So that's going to bring Jonathan Smith in, and that's going to move Alex Day to second base freely. It'll be a 5-0 HSU ball game. So Alex Day is in scoring position for Henderson State as Haggerty steps right back in. Roberts checks the runner over at second. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one is hit high, foul, out of play. Haggerty down in the count, 1-2. The 1-2, runner goes, and a foul back to the screen. Roberts heads back to the mound, ready to fire again. Nighthawks looking to get out of the inning here and try to get some offense going in the bottom of the second, as Roberts continues to battle against Nick Haggerty. Here's the 1-2. That one is fouled. Back to the Henderson dugout. Count stays at 1-2 on Haggerty. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and a swinging strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the day for National Park College, and that will finally retire the Henderson State Reddies here in the second. 4 runs on no hits, 2 errors, and 1 man left on here in the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning with National Park College coming to bat, trailing 5-0 against the Henderson State Reddies. This is National Park Nighthawk Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the second inning here from Hot Springs World-Class High School in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank, proud supporter of Nighthawk Athletics. The number 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for National Park College in the bottom frame, starting with Hot Springs' very own number 35 designated hitter Zach Malusian. First pitch that he sees will be taken for ball 1. Also due up in the frame is Zach Hackney and John Fowler, the 2 middle infielders for the Nighthawks. As the 1-0 is cracked right up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. The throw over to first is in time for the first out of the inning. Some illusion goes down. That's the first out here in the second, and that will bring up number 25, Zach Hackney. Hackney has a small conference with Coach Hargrove, makes his way to the plate. Facing off against Dylan Parnham here in the second. Pitch from Parnham. Hackney's going to take it for called strike one. Quickly down in the count, 0-2 is Jack Hackney. Parnham winds and delivers the 0-2. That one fouled. Hackney stays alive, down 0-2 in the count. With one away, here's the 0-2, and that one is fouled down the third base line. Hackney looking to straighten something out here. Facing off against Parnham. The 0-2 delivery. That one is hit short. Grounder over to third base. The throw to first is in time to retire Hackney. 2 away here in the second inning in Hot Springs, and that'll bring up the second baseman, number 23, John Fowler. Now, a meeting with the umpires here. Coach Hargrove trying to appeal that Hackney was hit on the pitch. And they're going to send Hackney back to the batter's box. So Hackney's going to return to the batter's box with the 0-2 count. Hackney with the redemption pitch here is going to swing through for strike three. The throw down to first is in time. So Hackney goes down swinging. And the throw to first was in time. That's going to bring up John Fowler. Here's the first pitch from Parnham. Fowler's going to take it for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Fowler's going to pop that one high into the infield. And sailing under it are the Reddies for the third out of the inning. Down go the Nighthawks, 1-2-3 in the second. We go to the top of the third inning. Henderson State leads 5-0. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZerosports.com. Top of the third inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. Andy Roberts still on the mound for NPC as the first pitch he delivers to Turner Pentecost is fouled back for strike one. 5-0 Henderson State Reddies here in the third inning. As Pentecost steps back in, looking to face the 0-1 from Roberts. Here it comes. It's off the mark, ball one. Pentecost is 0 for 1 today. Lining out to Cade Stewart over at first base as he fouls that one down the first base line to go behind in the count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Roberts, and it's taken low for ball two. The 2-2 from Roberts. That one cracked into the outfield, a single. As Pentecost will make it over to first base safely. Sailing just over the head of Jesus Minjarez over at third. Batting next for Henderson State University is the right fielder, number 47, Avery Davis. He was hit by a pitch back in the second. So he takes the first pitch low for ball one. Couple of stolen bases, comes in to score on a throwing error. He was the second run in today's game. Runner on first is Pentecost. Here's the next pitch from Roberts, swung through for a strike. One and one the count. Roberts checks the runner over at first. Here's the delivery. That one's in the dirt, ball two. Two and one the count on Davis. Runner at first is Pentecost. Roberts checks the runner. The throw over to first. Not in time. No outs here in the third inning as Roberts fires, and that one is cracked high and deep to the outfield, and that one is going to sail over the wall for a two-run Henderson State Ready home run. Pentecost will score. Davis will score on a two-run round tripper, and it is 7-0 Reddies. The base paths are cleared. And that'll bring up number 49, the center fielder, Zach Cook. Cook was hit by a pitch back in the second inning, came around to score. Count is 0-1 on Cook. A 0-1 delivery. Pulled back for strike two. No outs here in the top of the third inning. Count is 0-2 on Zach Cook. The 0-2 delivery, that one is popped high out into left field. And the Nighthawks sail under it to make the play. Weston McGee reels it in for the first out of the inning. One away here in the top of the third inning. Zach Lund will step in. Lund walked and scored back in the second inning for HSU. First pitch he sees, he'll take it for strike one. Roberts Gets the sign from Sellers. Here's the delivery. It's down in the dirt. Ball 1. One and one the count on Lund. Taken for strike 2. The 1-2 from Roberts swung through. Strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. Roberts records his second strikeout of the day. And batting ninth for the Henderson State Reddies will be number 55, Charles Hoof. First pitch he sees is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. After a 2-run home run earlier this inning, the Nighthawks have retired 2 straight. A pop out to left, a strikeout. Count even at 1-1 on Hoof here in the 3rd inning. The 1-1 from Roberts will be ball 2. The delivery from Roberts. Taken for ball 3. 3-1 the count on Charles Hoof. And on deck will be the top of the lineup, Jonathan Smith, the left fielder. 2 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Roberts delivers the 3-1, and that will be ball 4. That'll send a Hoof down to first base. He's the lone base runner for the Reddies here in the 3rd inning. Jonathan Smith will step in. Smith has reached base twice, scored twice in today's game. First pitch he sees, he'll take it for strike 1. Runner at first is Charles Hoof for Henderson. Roberts keeps a close eye on the runner. Here's the delivery home. Count even at 1-1. The 1-1 delivery. That'll be taken for strike 2. Roberts and the Nighthawks looking to get out of the 3rd inning here. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes, and it's going to go behind Sellers. Making it over to second base safely will be Charles Hoof. Count will be 2-2 on Jonathan Smith. Roberts takes his time, keeping a close eye on Hoof over at second base. Here's the pitch. That one is cranked high and into foul territory. Cade Stewart can't make the play, and the at-bat will stay alive. In foul territory, you're off the glove of Cade Stewart. And Smith will reset with a 2-2 count. Runner on second is Hoof, 2 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Roberts is going to step off, trying to keep Hoof at bay. Here's the 2-2 delivery. That one fouled. Two and 2 the count on Jonathan Smith. The delivery from Roberts taken on the corner to load the count 3-2. Full count pitch. That one swung through for strike 3. Down goes Smith, and down go the Henderson Reddies in the 3rd inning. 2 runs come across on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the National Park Nighthawks coming to bat, trailing 7-0. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the 3rd inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group in Hot Springs. Leading things off for the Nighthawks here in the bottom of the 3rd, Sam South, as he cranks the first pitch he sees foul down the first base line. There will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the 3rd inning for National Park College. South, Weston McGee, and Demias Jimerson back at the top of the lineup. Dylan Parnham delivers, and that one is hit hard out to right center field. Sailing under it over in center field, making the play is Zach Cook. There's 1 away here in the 3rd inning. That'll bring up the left fielder for National Park College, Weston McGee. McGee bats from the right-hand side, facing off against Dylan Parnham. First pitch from Parnham. McGee will take it for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one cranked, and that's going to get down for a base hit. McGee will make his way down to first base on a great hit past the shortstop. That is the 2nd Nighthawk hit of today's game. And that's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Demias Jimerson will step in with 1 out and 1 on. Jimerson is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to shortstop back in the 1st inning. Parnham fires. And the first pitch Jimerson sees, he'll take for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Jimerson, down in the dirt. Evens the count at 1-1. Parnham takes his time. The 1-1 delivery sails on in for ball 2. Clouds rolling in here in Hot Springs here in the 3rd inning. 2-1 the count on Demias Jimerson. Parnham fires. That one's off the mark. It's 3-1 on Jimerson. Runner on first is Weston McGee for National Park College. Three and one the count on Jimerson. Here's the pitch, and it's off the mark for ball 4. So Jimerson reaches base for the first time today. And now there's runners on first and second with one away. And that'll bring up first baseman Cade Stewart. Stewart is 1 for 1 today with a single back in the first. Runner on second is McGee. Runner on first is Jimerson. Parnham checks the runner at second. Here's the first pitch to Stewart, off the mark, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Cade Stewart, just inside, ball 2. Nighthawks trying to make Parnham work for it here in the 3rd inning. 1 away, 2 on. Stewart ahead in the count, 2-0. That one hit hard, high and deep to left field, and that is going to go all the way back to the wall. Wheeled around third will be McGee, and Jimerson will hold up over at third. An RBI base hit for Cade Stewart. And Weston McGee represents the first Nighthawk run in today's game. Jimerson makes his way to third on the hit. And that's going to bring up Jesus Minjarez for National Park College. Minjarez would love nothing more than to crank his 3rd home run of the season right now. Runners on the corners. 1 away. Parnham delivers. Minjarez will take it for ball 1. Stewart at first. Jimerson at third. Minjarez at the plate. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Parnham. Taken inside, ball 2. On deck for the Nighthawks, the catcher, number 30, Mason Sellers. Two and 0 the count. Here's the pitch, and that one is hit high, deep to left center field, and it's up, and it's out of here. A home run for Jesus Minjarez, a 3-run round tripper, and that'll get the Nighthawks back on the board in a big way. It's 7-4. What a blast by Minjarez, his 3rd of the season, and that may be his best yet. High fives and handshakes from the Nighthawks all around. That's going to clear the base paths. And the Nighthawks are right back into this ball game here in the 3rd inning. Mason Sellers is going to come in and look to see if he can get the offense back on the tracks here with no base runners. After Sam South popped out to center to start the inning, a single from McGee. Jimerson walks, an RBI single from Stewart, and then a 3-run blast from Jesus Minjarez. Sellers cranks that one foul. Good eye by Coach Dylan Hargrove over at third. Count is 1-1 on Sellers. Here's the 1-1 from Parnham. Down in the dirt, ball 2. Nobody warming up yet for Henderson State in the bullpen. Here's the pitch from Parnham. Down in the dirt, 3-1. The 3-1 from Dylan Parnham. Taken for ball 4. Sellers keeps the train rolling. He'll walk down to first base, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Zach Milusian. Milusian's got home run hitting power as well. He's going to head down to Coach Hargrove, and we've got a brief meeting at the mound. And Henderson State's going to start warming up a couple of pitchers out there in the bullpen, it looks like. So Parnham will stay in for now. But with Milusian coming up, and suddenly a 7-0 game turns into a 7-4 ball game, things starting to get interesting. Runner on first will be Mason Sellers for National Park College. Milusian is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to short, back in the second. Parnham, a deep breath. First pitch to Milusian is on its way. Down for ball 1. Ever since that Minjarez home run, only 1 strike has been thrown for the last 4 batters. Sellers is going to steal second on the pitch. He's going to get there standing up. So now Sellers is in scoring position. Parnham, the delivery. Milusian's going to take it for a strike. Count is 2-1 on the Milusian. 1 away here in the 4th inning, or the bottom of the 3rd inning, excuse me. We've got time called at the plate. A single by McGee, a walk by Jimerson, an RBI single by Cade Stewart, and then a 3-run home run by Jesus Minjarez got the Nighthawks on the board. 4 runs across the plate so far here in the 3rd. Parnham sails that one in for ball 3. A couple of pitchers are up in the Henderson State bullpen, but nobody throwing just yet. Parnham checks the runner. Sellers over at second, the 3-1, and that one is fouled. Count will go full on Milusian. Full count, 1 away. Here's the pitch by Parnham. That one grounded out to short. Sellers is going to stay put over at second, and they'll actually throw out the lead runner as Milusian will make it to first base safely. Sellers goes down for the 2nd out of the inning. Now the runner at first is Milusian. That's going to bring up Jack Hackney. Hackney struck out back in the 2nd. He'll step in with 2 away, trailing by 3. First pitch, Hackney's going to watch it for ball 1. The 1-0 is off the mark for ball 2. Two 2-0 the count on Hackney, 2 away. Runner at first is Milusian. That one off the mark, ball 3. Nighthawks looking to capitalize on a big inning here. On deck will be the second baseman, John Fowler. The count is 3-0 on Hackney. Here's the pitch, and that's taken for strike one. Hackney thought he had ball 4, heads back to the batter's box. Here's the 3-1 delivery from Parnham. That one fouled, and now the count goes full. Henderson State 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Hackney looking for a connection here. Here's the full count delivery. And taken for strike 3. That will get rid of the side here in the 3rd inning. A big 3rd inning for National Park College, who plates 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We go to the 4th inning. It's 7-4 Henderson State University. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the 4th inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by First Security Bank in Hot Springs. A 7-4 ball game after National Park blasts 4 runs on the board with the help of Jesus Minjares' 3-run round tripper. Due up for Henderson State University here in the 4th inning will be the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Leading off is the first baseman, Alec Lewis. The 1-0 on its way, and that one will go in for ball 2. On the mound for National Park College here in the 4th inning, Cade Jackson, formerly of Mount Ida. As he fires that one in for a called strike, it's 2-1. The 2-1 from Jackson is popped foul up into the mountains, evening the count at 2-2. Henderson State has plated runs in each of its first 3 innings so far today. Jackson looking to help stop that streak here. Here's the 2-2. That one is cranked high, deep to center field. Jimerson at the wall, can't make it. It's a solo home run for Alec Lewis. Lewis is going to go yard, and that'll add another one to Henderson State's total today. It'll be an 8-4 ball game as Lewis makes his way home. And that's going to bring up the catcher, number 5, Alex Day. Jackson winds and delivers. That one is going to be taken for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one's off the mark. Evens the count at 1-1. Day has reached base both times he's been up today. Singled in the first, walked in the second. Looking to keep his streak going here as he'll take his 3rd pitch for ball 2. The 2-1, that one is cranked high and deep once again. Jimerson back to the wall, and that one is gone. Back-to-back jacks to start the 4th inning for the Henderson State Reddies, and it is a 9-4 ball game. That'll bring up the designated hitter for the Reddies, number 58, Nick Haggerty. Haggerty is 1 for 2 today. Has a single and a strikeout with no outs here in the 4th inning. Looks to swing away against National Park's Cade Jackson. Pitch down in the dirt for a ball. One and 0 the count on Haggerty. Here's the next pitch. Off the mark, ball 2. Here's the 2-0, and that one is grounded out to third. Minjarez turns and throws to first, and that'll retire the first batter here in the 4th inning. Minjarez makes a great play to get the man at first. 1 away. Due up next for Henderson State University here this inning will be the 2nd baseman, number 43, Turner Pentecost. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. With 1 away here in the 4th inning, steps in against Cade Jackson. First pitch taken high for ball 1. The 1-0, down in the dirt, ball 2 on Pentecost. The 2-0 delivery from Jackson. Cuts the corner for strike 1. Here's the 2-1 down in the dirt. Count is 3-1 on Pentecost. Due up for the Reddies is the right fielder, Avery Davis. He hit the 2-run home run back in the 3rd. The 3-1, that one is hit straight to Minjarez for a line out. That's number 2 here in the 4th. Right place, right time for Minjarez. There's 2 away here in the 4th, and that'll bring up Davis. Davis was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. Cranked a 2-run home run in the 3rd. First pitch from Jackson is taken for a ball. Next pitch is on its way, and that one's taken for strike 1. Count is 1-1 on Avery Davis. The 1-1 from Jackson is off the mark, ball 2. Taken for a strike. Count is 2-2 on Avery Davis. Here's the pitch from Jackson, swung through. That's strike 3, and down goes Davis for the 3rd out of the inning here in the 4th. 2 runs come across on 2 home runs. No errors, no men left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Nighthawks coming to bat, trailing 9-4. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the 4th inning here at Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank in Hot Springs. John Fowler leading off for the Nighthawks, trailing 9-4. First pitch he sees, he'll take for strike 1. Fowler is 0 for 1 today. The next pitch from Dylan Parnham, that one is hit down the first base line, stepping on the bag, retiring Fowler for the 1st out of the inning. That'll bring up Sam South, the right fielder for NPC. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to center field. South nearly takes that one in the back. Next pitch from Parnham is on its way. That one is fouled back out of play. Count is 1-1 on Sam Smith, or Sam South, excuse me. Here's the pitch from Parnham. That one is cranked high into the shallow outfield, and sailing under it are the Reddies to make the play. There's 2 away here in the 4th. Next up for the Nighthawks is Weston McGee. He singled and scored a run. Started the offense in the 3rd inning for National Park when they had a big 4-run inning. They need another one of those here. Looking at McGee with 2 away in the 4th inning. Count is 1-0 on McGee. Here's the pitch. That one's taken high for ball 2. The 2-0 from Parnham is high for ball 3. McGee looking to be the first Nighthawk base runner here in the 4th inning with Damias Jimerson on deck. Here's the 3-0 taken for strike 1. Ball 4 is going to send Weston McGee down to first base. He'll reach base both times today. as that brings up the top of the lineup with Demias Jimerson for National Park College. Jimerson grounded out to short back in the first. He walked and scored in the third. McGee gets a lead over at first base. Here's the pitch from Parnham. Jimerson grounds it over to third. The throw to second is in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Nighthawks here in the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. We'll go to the top of the fifth inning with the Reddies of Henderson State University leading 9-4. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Back here at Hot Springs World Class High School, today's broadcast brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group. I'm Mark Oliver, due up for the Reddies. Here in the fifth inning will be the 7, 8, 9 hitters, starting with Zach Cook, the center fielder for Henderson State University. Cook has scored a run in today's contest. He popped out to left field his last time up back in the third inning. He bats against Cade Jackson here in the fifth. He's going to connect on that one. Over to second base, Fowler to Stewart, and there's one away. So the Nighthawks get the first batter out in Cook. That brings up the shortstop, number 8, Zach Lunn. Lunn has struck out. He's walked and scored a run in today's contest. Facing off against Jackson, first pitch he sees is ball 1. Two 2-0 the count on Lunn, facing off against Jackson. One away in the fifth. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt, ball 3. On deck for the Reddies, number 55, Charles Hoof. Here's the 3-0. And that one is going to be in the dirt for ball 4. So Lunn will walk to first on 4 straight pitches. And with 1 out and 1 on, here comes Hoof. Hoof walked and stole a base back in the third. He faces off against Cade Jackson. Here's the first pitch, and it hits him. So just like that, 2 base runners for the Reddies here in the fifth inning. And that'll bring around the top of the lineup with Jonathan Smith for the Reddies. Smith has walked, stole a base, scored a couple of runs, struck out his last time up in the third. With 2 on and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Jackson. Down in the dirt. It's going to get away from Sellers and over to third base safely is Zach Lund. Lund and Hoof will both advance on the passed ball. One and 0 the count on Jonathan Smith. As Sellers and Jackson have a brief moment at the mound. Count is 1-0 on Smith as he returns to the batter's box. The 1-0 delivery from Jackson. That hits him too. That clips him in the head, and coming back home, the run is going to come in. Now, they may not say that that hit Jackson. Sure looked like it from here. But the run's going to come in and score as Lund steals in. And it looks like Smith's going to stay at home plate. Can't get much closer than that one. Here's the pitch, and Smith's going to connect to get that one down. One run's going to come in and score an RBI single for Smith. And he'll stand up at first base safely. So Hoof comes in, and Smith continues his monster day at the plate. That'll bring it to 11-4, Henderson State. Alec Lewis is going to step in. He's 1 for 3 today. He hit a home run back in the 4th inning. The throw over to first. Not in time to get the runner. Jackson gets the sign. Here's the first pitch, and that one swung through for a strike. Runner on first is Jonathan Smith. 1 away here in the 5th inning. Second pitch to Lewis is high to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1. Down in the dirt, looked in for ball 2. Runner at first is Smith, 2-1 the count, and now there's a pickle. As Stewart's going to run the runner down, and the ball sails away from Hackney. And Hackney looks like he's hurt. He's slow to get up. Hackney's slow to get up. Hackney appears to be hurt. We're going to take a small break as the training staff will take a look at him. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Back in action here at Hot Springs World Class High School. Hackney, a little bit shaken up on the play, but he's going to stay in. A collision on the steal, a second. And that one's going to be connected out into shallow right field. One run is coming across third, and one run will come in to score. Here comes a hard charging Hackney. And he's going to get the runner at first, charging all the way back. That's a way to get a runner here. But one run is going to come across and score for the Henderson Reddies. Two away here in the 5th inning. Alex Day will step in. Day has reached base all 3 times he's come to the plate today. Singled in the first, walked in the second, hit a solo home run in the third, and he's going to connect on that one high and deep all the way out to the wall, and it is going to be caught at the wall for the 3rd out of the inning. The side is retired. Down go the Reddies here in the 5th inning as they plate 3 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning with National Park trailing 12-4. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the 5th inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's game brought to you by First Security Bank in Hot Springs. Due up for the Nighthawks here in the 5th inning will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, starting with first baseman Cade Stewart. Stewart's 2 for 2 today with an RBI and a run scored as he steps in for the Nighthawks, looking to cut into a 12-4 deficit against Dylan Parnham. First pitch he sees, he'll swing through for strike 1. On deck for the Nighthawks will be the hard-hitting Jesus Minjarez. And in the hole is Mason Sellers for NPC. Here's the 0-1 from Parnham. That one's going to be taken high to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 from Parnham. Just off the mark for ball 2. 2-1 is down at the knees, ball 3. Parnham gets the sign from Day. Here's the 3-1, and that one is connected. Over to third base. The throw over to first is not in time, as Stewart is going to reach as the first baseman couldn't scoop it in. So Stewart's going to reach on an error here in the 5th. And Stewart will reach base for the 3rd time today. Here comes Minjarez. Minjarez helped the Nighthawks in a big way back in the 3rd inning. A 3-run home run. He's 1 for 2 today. 3 home runs on the season for Minjarez, who came into today's game batting .455. He's got 7 RBIs on the season. And there's a big hit there, lined right to the 3rd baseman. Can't do nothing but smile about it there. 1 away here in the 5th. Runner at first is Cade Stewart. That's going to bring up Mason Sellers with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Parnham winds and fires. That one's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Runner on first, 1 away here in the 5th. Here's the pitch from Dylan Parnham. That one connected down through the gap into left field. And that'll advance the runner here. Stewart makes his way down to second. Sellers safely at first with a single. Zach Malushin's going to step in here in the 5th inning. Two on, 1 out here in the 5th inning. First pitch from Parnham, swung through, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one's down in the dirt. The runners will stay put with the count 1-1. One and 1 the count, 1 away here in the 5th. Off the mark, ball 2. Runner on second is Stewart. Runner on first is Sellers for NPC. Here's the 2-1. That one's low. It'll be 3-1 the count. Here's the 3-1 from Dylan Parnham. Connected out to short. Flipped over to second. The throw over to first base is in time. The Reddies will turn 2, and down go the Nighthawks here in the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th inning with Henderson State leading 12-4. This is Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the 6th inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's game brought to you by Arvest Bank, a proud sponsor of Nighthawk Athletics this season. 12-4 as the Henderson Reddies come to bat here in the 6th inning. Leading things off will be the designated hitter, number 58, Nick Haggerty. Haggerty faces off against a new Nighthawk pitcher here for the 6th inning, Jackson Gullett. Haggerty's 1 for 3 today with a single. He takes that one for a strike. Next pitch on its way, off the mark for a ball. 2-1 the count on Haggerty. Gullett takes his time, delivers, and that one is right on the corner for strike 2. The 2-2, just off the mark. It'll full up the count, 3-2. Full count delivery on its way, and that'll walk the first base runner here in the 6th inning. So Haggerty will reach on a base on balls. That'll bring up Turner Pentecost, the second baseman. Pentecost is 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored. Runner at first is Haggerty. No outs here in the 6th inning. First pitch is low for ball 1. Throw over to first. Not in time to catch the runner. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one will be taken for a strike. Count is 1-1 on Pentecost. Gullett fires, and that one is connected. It's going to be sailing into foul territory. And the catch is made in foul territory for the out. So there'll be one away here in the 6th inning. Sam South will make the play in foul territory. And that's going to bring up Avery Davis, the right fielder. Davis struck out back in the 4th inning. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball 1. Count is 1-0 on Davis. Next pitch taken inside, ball 2. Runner on first is Nick Haggerty for HSU. Next pitch, check swing, strike 1. Count is 2-1 on Avery Davis. Gullett fires that one high. It's 3-1. The 3-1 delivery, that one is connected out to left field. And sailing under it, McGee makes the play. The throw to first was almost in time. As Haggerty was just trotting on his way on back, McGee was looking to make a play. Two away here in the 6th inning. Zach Cook steps in. Cook has reached base one time today, scored a run. Faces off against Gullett here with 2 away and 1 on. First pitch, a hard throwing strike 1. Second pitch he sees is high for ball 1. One and 1 the count, 2 away, 1 on. That one high, bringing the count to 2 and 1 on Zach Cook. Gullett fires, and that one is going to be in for strike 2. Two on its way and swung through for strike 3. Down go the Reddies here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. National Park trailing 12-4 here at home. This is Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the 6th inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's game brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group. For the Nighthawks, leading off will be the shortstop, number 25, Jack Hackney. 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for NPC here in the 6th inning, facing off against Dylan Parnham. Hackney swings at the first pitch he sees, fouls it to Coach Hargrove for strike 1. Parnham gets the sign from his catcher, Day. Here's the 0-1 delivery, taken high to even the count at 1 and 1. Here's the 1-1. Hackney connects foul. He'll step back in with a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 from Parnham. That one connected, launched out into shallow left field, and that one is reeled in for the first out of the inning. John Fowler steps in next for NPC. 0 for 2 today with 1 away. First pitch from Parnham is down in the dirt. It's going to actually hit him and send Fowler down to first base. So the Nighthawks have one base runner here in the 6th inning, one away, and that's going to bring up Sam South. South is 0 for 2 today. First pitch is high, trying to gauge the runner Fowler over at first. Here's the 1-0 delivery. South's going to watch it in for the first strike. Throw over to first. Not in time to get Fowler. South stands at the ready, facing a 1-1 count from Parnham. Here's the pitch, high, ball 2. Two and 1 the count, 1 away, 1 on, and that one's down in the dirt, ball 3. Heading for second is John Fowler. He's going to get there without a problem. The Nighthawks with a runner in scoring position here in the 6th. Count is 3-1 on Sam South. Taken for strike 2. Count is full on Sam South, 1 away. Runner on second is Fowler. That one connected. It's going to get over to shortstop, and no play made. So both runners will be safe on the play. Fowler advances to third. South stands at first with a single. With 2 on and 1 out, that's going to bring up Weston McGee. McGee has reached base both times he's come to bat today. Singled and scored in the 3rd. He walked in the 4th. Now a meeting at the mound for Henderson State. Having a chat with Dylan Parnham. And Parnham's going to stay in. Day communicating his 1st and 3rd situation as McGee steps in. Infield gets their sign. Should McGee reach, it'll be the top of the order on deck with Demias Jimerson. With 1 out, first pitch is low and nowhere to go for the runners here. Fowler on third, Sam South on first. Here's the 1-0 from Parnham. Off the mark, it's ball 2. The count on Weston McGee. Swung through for strike 1. Here's the pitch from Parnham. That one is low. 3-1 on Weston McGee. The 3-1 off the mark, and that'll load the bases here with one away in the 6th inning. I believe Dylan Parnham's day is going to be done. We're going to have a pitching change. When we come back, the remainder of the bottom of the 6th inning. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. New pitcher for Henderson State University will be Lane Neely, number 56 for the Reddies. And as we return to play here in the bottom of the 6th inning, National Park College with some signs of life here offensively. One away, bases loaded, and the top of the order is up with Demias Jimerson. Jimerson has walked and scored in today's game. He's looking for a big swing here. Jimerson steps in to face off against Neely. Runner at third is Fowler. Runner at second is South. Runner at first is McGee. Here's the first pitch. That one is off the mark for ball 1. Jimerson came into today's game the batting average leader for the Nighthawks, batting .667. He's going to crank that one off the glove of the third baseman. One run is going to come in, and the bases are going to remain loaded here on an error by the third baseman. So Fowler will score for the Nighthawks. They'll credit Jimerson with a hit here. Bases remain loaded with one away. Here comes Cade Stewart. Stewart has reached base all 3 times he's come to bat today. 2 singles reached on an error in the 5th, an RBI and a run scored. And he's going to connect on that one high and deep to the outfield. That one going all the way back to the wall, and it's going to go off the wall. Here come the Nighthawks. South is going to come in to score. And it will be a 12-6 ball game here in the 6th. Bases remain loaded. South scores on the play. Stewart's at first, Jimerson at second, McGee to third. Here's Jesus Menares. He already has a 3-run jack in today's game. He'd love to get a grand slam to add to his impressive start to the season. And we've got a balk, which means another run is coming in. McGee will come in to score on the balk. Jimerson to third, Stewart to second. And it's a 12-7 ball game. With one away, check swing there. They're going to get Minares swinging for strike one. 0-1 the count on Jesus. Runner on third is Jimerson. Cade Stewart on second. Here's the pitch from Neely. Down in the dirt. Day stays with it. Count is 1-1. Minares steps in at the ready, facing off against Neely. Here's the 1-1. That one is high, popped out of play. Count is 1-2. Here's the pitch from Neely, down in the dirt. It'll be 2-2. Two and two the count on Minares. That one connected. That one's hit straight to second base. The throw over to first is in time, but another run's going to come across for National Park College as Jimerson will come in and score for NPC. Another RBI for Minares. That's his fourth today. Cade Stewart stands at third base for NPC. Mason Sellers will step in a 12-8 ball game. First pitch is taken for a ball. Sellers watches that one in for a 2-0 count. Next pitch from Neely, down in the dirt. It's ball 3. On deck for the Nighthawks, designated hitter Zach Milusian here in the 6th inning. 2 away. Runner on third is Cade Stewart. Here's a pitch taken for strike 1. Here's a 3-1 off the mark, and the National Park Nighthawks have another base runner as Sellers hustles down to first with a walk. Runners on the corners for DH Zach Milusian coming in. He grounded into a double play back in the 5th inning. Runner at first is Sellers. Runner at third is Stewart. Neely gets the sign from Day. First pitch is connected right up the middle. Picked up at short. The throw over to first is in time to retire the Nighthawks in the 6th inning. 4 runs come across the plate for National Park College. They cut the deficit to 4, 12-8 as we head to the 7th inning here in Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZerosports.com. Top of the 7th inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's game brought to you by Arvest Bank in Hot Springs. A new pitcher on the mound for the National Park Nighthawks here in the 7th. And that's number 11, Jacob Hickman, formerly of Lee Academy in Marianna, Arkansas. And Hickman will step in to a 12-8 ball game. Leading off, it's going to be Zach Lund, the shortstop, here in the 7th inning for Henderson. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here in the frame. First pitch from Hickman. Going to go in for ball 1. Lund has scored twice in today's ball game. The next pitch he sees hurled in for ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Here's the pitch, and that one is swung in for strike 1. Two and 1 the count on Zach Lund. Delivery right off the mark. It brings the count to 3 and 1. The 3-1 delivery is just short, and that'll be ball 4 on Lund. So the lead batter is on here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up number 55, the third baseman, Charles Hoof. Hoof has reached base twice today, walked in the 3rd, hit by a pitch in the 5th, scored a run in the 5th. Here's the first pitch. Runner goes on the play. Sellers, the throw down to second is not in time. Lund reaches second on a stolen base. Runner in scoring position here in the top of the 7th. No outs for Charles Hoof. Off the mark, count is 2-0 on Hoof. Lund with the lead at second. That one's going to sail high for a 3-0 count. Correction down at the plate. It is 2-1 on Hoof. The 2-1 on its way. Outside, count is 3-1. Sellers with a quick meeting at the mound with Hickman. Looking to settle him down here in the 7th. 3-1 the count on Charles Hoof. Connection down the third base line, and I believe that will be a fair ball. Coming across, 1 run will score. The throw to second is in time. Hoof will be retired for the first out of the inning, but an RBI as Zach Lund is going to come around and score for Henderson State. Be a 13-8 ball game, and that ball was just barely fair off the third base bag. I think the Nighthawks were looking for a call from the umpires there. Didn't get it, and a run comes across. First pitch into Jonathan Smith will be taken for a strike. Smith has had a day. He scored 3 runs in today's contest. Here's the 0-1 from Hickman. That one fouled back to the screen. That one sounds really good in the crowd mic down there. The ringing finally stops. Now it's 0-2. The 0-2 delivery off the mark. Tried to get him chasing, didn't go. One away here in the 7th inning. Count is 2-2 on Jonathan Smith. Here's the 2-2. That one's connected out to left center field, and it's going to get down. Headed for second will be the fast-running Jonathan Smith, and he's tagged, and he is out. 2 away here in the 7th inning. And that's going to bring up Alec Lewis for Henderson State University. Hickman stands at the ready. First pitch on its way. Lewis is going to foul that one back over the lights into the woods. Count is 0-1 on Lewis. With 2 away, here's the 0-1. Lewis is going to connect and drive that one foul. Count is 0-2 on Alec Lewis. Hickman winds, delivers. Just off the mark for ball 1. Here's the 1-2 from Hickman. Right on in for a called strike 3, and down go the Reddies here in the 7th. 1 run comes across for Henderson State, 1 hit. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, it's do or die time for the Nighthawks, trailing 13-8. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the 7th inning here from Hot Springs World-Class High School. Do or die time for your National Park Nighthawks, trailing 13-8 in the first of 2 games here against Henderson State University. Batting for the Nighthawks here in the bottom of the 7th will be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Leading things off will be the shortstop, number 25, Jack Hackney. Hackney steps in against number 56, the pitcher Lane Neely. First pitch on its way, down in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 the count on Hackney. Quick decision as Neely's going to fire another one low for ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Strike 1 on Hackney. 2-1 delivery. Hackney connects. Grounder down to third base. And the throw to first kind of delayed, but over in time to retire Hackney. 1 away in the 7th inning for National Park College. John Fowler will come to bat. Fowler was hit by a pitch back in the 6th inning, came around to score in a big 6th inning for NPC. First pitch he sees, he connects, he's going to drive it out, and it's going to go right to the right fielder for the 2nd out of the inning. And National Park College is down to Sam South here with 2 away in the 7th inning. Last hope for the Nighthawks coming up. South singled and scored back in the 6th inning for NPC. First pitch he sees, taken for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 down in the dirt, evens the count at 1-1. One and one the count. South grinds that one over to second base. The ball is bobbled. The throw to first is in time. And that will be it for today's game here in Hot Springs. The Nighthawks will fall 13-8 in 7 innings to the Henderson State Reddies. We'll be back after this to wrap things up here in Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks Baseball on XZerosports.com. Final score in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. Henderson State University gets a 13-8 win over National Park College. The Nighthawks battled back, down by 7 and down by 8 at 2 different points in today's game. Cut it to just a 5-point decision here as they get ready for the second game here. But the winning pitcher today, Dylan Parnham for Henderson State University. Matthew Herron gets his first loss of the season for NPC. Lane Neely picks up the hold for HSU. For National Park College this afternoon, your batting leaders are as follows. Cade Stewart, 3 of 4 today with a couple of RBIs and a run scored. Jesus Minjarez, 1 for 4 today with a 3-run home run. He finishes with a run scored and 4 total RBI today. Demias Jimerson finished 1 for 3 on the game with a couple of RBIs and a couple of runs scored. And Weston McGee, 1 for 1 today with 2 runs scored. That'll do it for this game here for National Park Baseball. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into today's broadcast. Special thank you to our sponsors, Arvest Bank, First Security Bank, and Allen Tillery Auto Group in Hot Springs. My name is Mark Oliver. Special shout-outs to my lovely wife, the beautiful Mrs. Hannah Oliver, tuning in here in Hot Springs. My 3 wonderful children, Michael, Benjamin, and River Oliver. The Nighthawks fall 13-8. This is Nighthawks Baseball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Follow our journey online at XZeroSports.com. And like us on Facebook at facebook.com/XZeroSports. I'm Mark Oliver. This one's for the Nighthawks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.